سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to part 4 of our 5-part series on the fiqh of moon sighting, in which we are now in a position to explore the situation that we find ourselves in the United Kingdom, and also to decide what role does astronomy play after watching part 3, in which we had a better idea of what astronomy there is and what can and can't be accepted. I'm sure you've already reached some kind of conclusion yourselves already. So let's progress. United Kingdom situation. Oop, jumped an extra one there. Now this is a trigger happy mouse, Cloud cover. Now the problem that we have in the United Kingdom, which you don't need me to tell you, is we have lots of days and nights in which there's lots of clouds. In fact, you would probably pick the number of days on one hand, or you'd be able to know that there's 3 to 5 to 7 days in the year in which the horizon is clear and it's possible to see. Now, yes, there are times when we can see the crescent in the United Kingdom. We may need specialist equipment. We may need to go to an area which is completely dark, but we're talking here for the average person who can maybe travel half an hour or so using his eyes alone, or maybe a pair of standard binoculars. It's going to be near impossible, or at least highly improbable. So what do we do in that circumstances? Well, why can't we just act on the hadith? The hadith says clearly that if it's فَإِنْ هُمْ عَلَيْكُمْ فَعُدُّوا ثَلَاثِينَ, and count it as 30. So why can't we just count it as 30? Why can't we say this? Then that's acting on scripture that we couldn't see it, so it can't be. So we went out on the 29th night and we looked and we couldn't, and or this would be the 30th night, if that makes sense. It would be the 29th day. And we went out to look and we couldn't see them, or we saw the new moon, we couldn't see the new moon, so we're going to assume tomorrow is the 30th and we're just going to count. Why can't we just do that? Well, if we did that, if my maths is correct, then 12 times 30 is 360 days in total. That, because there's 12 months in the Islamic calendar, 30 days each month we go out, we can't see it, so it can't be 29, so it's going to be 30 each time, it becomes 360. However, a lunar year is 354 days, 8 hours, 48 minutes and 34 seconds. In other words, if we were to compare it to the Gregorian year, it is 11 days shorter, which is 354 days. But we have 360 days, which means we're going to have a big problem in that there will be 6 days, at least here saying 6 days extra. Okay? So if there's 6 days extra, what do we do now? Okay? What do we do now? We've got these 6 extra days. Well, if we have these 6 extra days, then we're going to have 30 days, 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 11 times. And on the 12th month, it's not going to be 30 days, it's going to be 24 days. Now, does the hadith say that an Islamic month can be 24 days? It does not say it can be 24 days. It can only be 29 or 30. So we hit a brick wall. We have a problem. We can't act on the hadith in this way, because we will then be acting contrary to another hadith. And we don't act on hadith in an isolated way. We act upon hadith in a holistic way, in a manner in which we can act on all hadith. So we then have an issue. So what's the alternative? What do we do then? Well, the answer is quite simple. The alternative is we would need to go to a Muslim country in which there is a qadi already there, or in the absence of a Muslim country, in a non-Muslim country in which we have a shura acting as a qadi. As you've already probably seen some of my fiqh al-aqaliyat, the Muslim minority videos and lectures and articles that I've written on the topic. Muslims must continue to live as Muslims even if they are a minority. Now, because they don't have that same legal position as they did in a majority state, then what they would have to do, and obviously it would be not correct for them to have their own laws in the sense of the laws of the land, they can continue to have their own family laws. So they would need a system in which Muslims could go to settle their differences, which are based on religion, matters on religion, so nikah. So this is mainly family issues, nikah, matters of reconciliation, where there's problems there. So the shura would act. So that's what the country needs to do. That's what the UK Muslims need to do. So how do they decide which country? Well, logically, or it makes sense for that country to be as near to this country as possible. So in our case, if there was France, and recently a number of our colleagues, mashallah, traveled to Toulouse in France to meet up with the OLMF, if I'm not mistaken, which stands for a French name for the Moon Sighting Committee, which again has slipped my mind. I know all the, as I said, acronyms, but I can't remember the terms. In order to see how this system was. So there has to be a legally sound system in place. And this is why it's a key point that I mentioned the word legally. Because the declaration of the beginning of a moon is a legal declaration. It is not just, oh, I heard so-and-so say this, or I heard this on the news, or I saw a tweet, or I watched a program, or whatever, or somebody sending a text message around or a WhatsApp message around. There has to be a legally sound system in place. So we have a number of websites which might say that so-and-so saw this in Chile, so-and-so saw the moon in Santiago, so-and-so saw it in Havana, so-and-so saw it in Buenos Aires, so-and-so, you know, or in South Africa, or here, there, or everywhere. And you know, it isn't. That's just data. So it would have to go through a legal process. That data would then have to be taken into a Qazi's court. When it reaches the Qazi's court would then have to listen to this witness statement, because that's what it is. Based on this witness statement, he would then decide whether he's going to act on this witness statement, or wait for more statements, or he would interrogate the witness, or he would look at other evidence which is acting, or which is contrary to this witness, or is actually supporting this witness. And then after that, he would make a declaration, and it's the declaration that we act upon. Then how does that declaration transfer from one country to another? What's the process there? So it's a legally sound system in place. There also has to be, as I've just mentioned there, an agreement in place between the foreign committee, Moon Sighting Committee, and the UK committee. So there has to be some kind of transfer of ruling that's going from one place to another. And that's where it was found, a legally sound system in the transfer of the ruling. And there has to be monthly declarations. That's important. It's not that we just keen on Ramadan declarations. We need to know, and we need to be informing, and particularly I'm addressing here the masjid committees, they need to be informing their congregation, their worshippers, as to when each month starts. That's their responsibility to be doing that, so that they will know, so that people will know when Jamad al-Thani started, or when Rajab started, or when Muharram started, or when Sha'ban started, or any of the other months for that, or Rabi al-Awwal, Rabi al-Thani, or any other months for that matter. It's absolutely important, as I've already stressed, and the fact that because we live in a minority context, we need everything and anything that can continue to remind us of our Islamic identity. And one of the ways that we can remind ourselves and maintain our heritage is the declarations of moon sighting. So this is even more so important than ever. And likewise, the UK Moon Sighting Committee is not under any compulsion to accept that statement which is come under there, because they're not legally binding. They're only legally binding for the domain in which that Qadi is acting. So, for instance, if it was Nigeria and the Nigerian government declared that the moon had been sighted and Rajab, for example, had started, and say there was a UK committee that had an agreement with Nigeria, the UK committee are under no obligation to accept the Nigerian statement at all. Why? Because they do not come under the jurisdiction, the legal jurisdiction of Nigeria. This is just because the United Kingdom Committee is in a bit of a situation, they're in a bit of a pickle, in that they can't sight the moon themselves, due to the scenario of because they're in the northern hemisphere and the cloud, the atmosphere, that situation that they're in, they can't sight the moon. They can't act on the hadith and declare 30 days for every single month, because that will fall foul of another hadith, so they're left with no alternative. But this is under no compulsion. It's only under compulsion. So for example, let's just say if I was traveling to Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia declared the moon sighting, and I was there, for example, to perform Hajj or perform Umrah, then as a person who's a visitor on a visa, I am obliged, because I'm now under the jurisdiction of that. So if I break a law, then I'm breaking a Saudi Arabian law. As long as I live there, I have to abide by the laws of that country. And one of the laws of that country is the declaration of the moon. And this is what's sometimes misunderstood, because this is law. And we're not all experts in law. And we're not supposed to be experts in law. We're supposed to leave that to the scholars. So what role does astronomy play? Well, I hope that I've demonstrated and I've been able to evidence to you that there's certain things which I refer to as key data, and key data can be accepted as near to fact as possible. We have accepted sunset as virtual, factual. We pray our Maghrib Salah based on astronomical data provided to us. Well, what's the difference then when that same organization is providing us moonset data? Similarly, we've accepted virtual fact as to sunrise. So we will say, don't pray Salah at X o'clock. Why? Because it's sunrise and it's makruh to pray Salah at that time. So we've accepted it as fact. So what's the difference when the same organization, the same astronomical body, is giving us moonrise data? So you can see that this is no different. If you were to substitute the word moon with sun, then we've already accepted this. So that's another celestial body moving in space, which is also as predictable. So that means we can accept these. Okay, we've already accepted sunset, so that's included in there. Then when we go angle of elongation and age of moon, now for some of us who aren't too familiar with astronomy, we may think, oh, is that predicting? No, it's not. This is very much in the same ballpark as these. So these sorts of things, in fact, if you remember, it was the criteria that I set out: azimuth, altitude, crescent width, all that information, that list in part 2 or 3, now I've lost track, in there where it made it quite clear that this is key data. So this is as accepted and as near to fact as possible. But then we have the second type, which was the crescent visibility predictability curves. And that's the key point. They are just that. They are what it says on the tin. They are predicting. So they're not factual. They're a rule of thumb. They can assist, but not determine. Otherwise, what we're doing is we're giving priority to astronomy over sighting. And we can't do that because we're a people of scripture. So let's carry on to part 2. So from all that, what do we conclude? Well, I'm going to put forward a criteria that we've put together. And this criteria, the UK Moon Sighting Committee use in order to determine whether a sighting can be accepted or not. If the moon sets before the sunset, then it's impossible. So if a witness comes forward and says, oh, I've seen the hilal, and you look at the data, and the data says quite clearly that the moon set before the sun, then this poor brother has made a mistake. How can it be possible to see the moon when the moon is set before the sun? And if we say, well, we can't accept that, well, we've already accepted the sunset time for our Maghrib Salah. So if we don't accept the sunset time for our Maghrib Salah, then all our Maghrib Salahs are wrong. So we need to go back and pray qazas of them. So if we accept that, then we have to accept that. We can't. There's no rational reason to accept that and not accept that. So therefore, how can anybody see the moon when it's set before the sun? It's impossible. So those statements, those so-called statements, would have to be dismissed. We then have what's the grey area. Even though it's a grey area, I've called it orange. So we have the grey area. And this grey area is, what if the moon sets after the sun, but below a term which I've called imkan ru'ya? What do we do then? Well, in these scenarios, sometimes the moon can set 5 minutes after the sun. But we've already seen, as I demonstrated and explained to you earlier, that if the sun sets, it is quite some time for the sun to go beneath the horizon before a crescent can be seen in the sky. The reason being is the light which is continuously shining on that part of the sky is making the sky too bright. So the pollution or the light background, because of the sun, is not allowing us to see the faint light shining off the crescent. It's only when the sky becomes dark can the crescent be seen. So we've put this as highly improbable. And we'll explain why what I've termed as highly improbable. We then have what's called imkan ru'ya, which means it is possible. Not absolute, but it's possible. So if a sighting came in this area, then it would be sound to accept it, a witness statement in this area. So what has been defined as imkan ru'ya? Imkan ru'ya is based on the variables, and there's 3 particular variables which are important more than others. One is the moon age, one is the angle of elongation, and the other one is the lag time, not the lag time, the lag time, which is the moon set after sunset. Now, approximately, because these are variables are interrelated, there's no black and white rule as to what that data should be. But what we found from looking at the data, we're talking around 16 hours moon age, we're talking around 10 degrees elongation, and we're talking around 30 odd minutes as lag time. That, if we see that data, and if somebody makes a witness statement after that, then that gives us the confidence that it is possible, and therefore this witness statement should not be challenged. Part 5, I hope you can join me next week. This will be the last one in which we will conclude our 5-part series on fiqh of moon sighting. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيم